Hey viewers, welcome back to the channel. Another Warhammer video for you. Today I want to show how I painted these Primaris Outriders for my Ultramarines army. So son and I have been rocking and rolling, playing Warhammer, lots of good fun. And so we picked up these units as a part of that Command Edition box. Previous video I did a terrain overview of how we painted that, and so starting with this video and subsequent videos, I'll show you how we painted the rest of the models in that kit. So first up, these Primaris Outriders. So they're really cool bike-looking units. Again, painted up in the colors of the Ultramarines. And so I want to take you through. Most of the colors are about the same as I've done on the rest of the videos, right? You got Macragge Blue for the blue, Abaddon Black for the black, Leadbelcher for the all the silver and the gunmetal parts. Retributor Armour for all of the gold, right? For the eyes, as well as the sergeant's helmet, right? That's all Mephiston Red. All of the belt and pouches is all Mournfang Brown, as well as the grips on the motorcycle there. Those are Mournfang Brown for the handlebar there. Same way with all the details, the blacks on the sword and the silver on the guns, right? All that, Abaddon Black, Leadbelcher. Sergeant there has a little control panel, right? Mephiston Red, and then that little glowy green, as well as for the eyes for the sergeant's helmet. That is all a base coat of Corax White, and then the Tesseract Glow technical paint right on top of that. So similar patterns as the previous unit. Some details on these bikes that are a little different. So the exhaust right here, right? Leadbelcher for the pipes, but the muffler there, that is Warplock Bronze. You can kind of see it there in the light there. So kind of a bronze color. A little darker than what you'd see in the pictures, the reference pictures online. The way it turned out, I think it could probably use some highlight color on it to kind of brighten it up maybe. But overall, I think a cool color, and it turned out well. The other thing I did on the tires, I tried to do some edge highlighting to not have it so black. So those tires, I took Mechanicus Standard Gray and did a edge highlight on the treads there just to kind of bring up some of the details, as you can see. For the washes, similar pattern. So I did a all-over wash on these bikes, all of the blue with Nuln Oil. So the blue looks kind of dingy, trying to get all that wash into the cracks. Likewise with all the silver bits, I used Nuln Oil. On these particular models, I think I used Agrax Earthshade on the gold to kind of wash it down a little bit. Ooh, I'm just looking at that shoulder on that sergeant. He came out kind of rough. Lots of dark shading. That happens, and some splotches. So I'll let you guys see my warts and all. These guys took a long time to paint. Lots of little details. And I'm seeing a lot of the flaws. Some of these for the first time, because I painted these a while ago, right? So I'm seeing some places where it's like, oh man, I missed that, I missed that, I missed that. But that's the nature of this, right? Every time you look at a model, you're gonna find the next flaw that you should have got. So always a process. For me, I'm gonna leave them as is. I like that each model I paint is kind of a historical record of how good I was at the time, and hopefully as I keep painting, I will get better, and the models will get better, and you'll be able to see that. So I don't think I'll correct it. Sorry to think. Other noteworthy things on here. So did the decals, right? Which is just the close support decal right on the left side of the bike, the chapter symbol on the right, and then the little chapter symbol on the gauge cluster kind of dash, and then the decals on the troops themselves, right, on their shoulder pauldrons, as you can see. One thing to note on the sergeant's decal there, right? We talked about this before. In order to get that effect, you have to layer 2 decals. So you put the normal Ultramarines U, and then get that set, and then you take that red skull and you layer it on top, and that's how you get that effect if you're trying to match the the, reference art on Games Workshop's website. So that is about it. Oh, I'll talk about the Sergeant. So his head, right? This was my first attempt at a flesh kind of tone. I just used, I believe that's Bugman's Glow as a base layer. I really should go over it with a, like Kislev Flesh or another one of the layer paints to lighten up the skin just a little bit on the tone for what it's going for. And then on his eyes, you know, painted the whites, but I did not get pupils in there, so he looks kind of creepy. But that's how it goes. So maybe I'll go back and fix that. Maybe I won't. I don't know. As I said, I think keeping them as I finish them is a good historical timeline. So that's it for the Outriders. I hope you enjoyed the video. These are fun to paint. They're fun to play with too. They're not like the strongest unit, but they've got some shenanigans that make it fun to do things with. And if you time them at the right moment with a charge, they can just unleash a fury of chainsword attacks, which is lots of fun, especially if your son isn't expecting it, which is always a good time. So that's all I got. Thanks y'all for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.